What's going on, guys? My name is Anthony. Welcome to the channel. I asked you guys to ask me questions about Instagram, and today I'm going to answer one of them. And this one was actually requested by two of you guys. Now, this question is, and before I say the question, can you guys comment below how many uploads do you want from me per week? How many, like, realistically now? I can't upload 18 times a week, but what's a number that you guys would kind of want to see me upload a week? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? Something within that range, 2 to 4. What do you guys want to see? So the question goes, if you've already been placed into the spam category of Instagram, how do you get into the influencer category? Real quick, for those of you guys who don't know what I'm talking about, Instagram places your account into 3 categories. There is the spam category, there is the user category, and there is the influencer category. You get into the spam category by following and unfollowing people and giving out tons of engagement to all these different accounts, like going to a certain hashtag and liking thousands of people's pictures. You get placed into spam. To be placed as an influencer, what you do is you grow the right way through DM groups, through organic ways, the ways that Instagram wants you to grow. And the third category, which is user, it's just a normal person. It's like if you had a personal account, you're not trying to grow it, you're just there to catch up with friends, to post what you ate for dinner, that type of stuff. So those are the 3 categories. So if your account has been placed into the spam category, how do we get it into the influencer category? If I'm very upfront and honest with you guys, if you guys know that your account has been placed into the spam category, and you would know this by, did you follow and unfollow before? Are you giving out tons of engagement? The biggest way to tell is if you have 10,000 followers and you can barely get a few hundred likes a picture, probably in the spam category. Okay, so how do we get into the influencer category? If I'm being completely honest, guys, the best way to get into the influencer category is to start a new account. Okay, but that's probably not the answer you wanted to hear. But if you really don't care about your page, if you want a fresh start, if you want to start gaining very, very quick, then what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to start a new page. Instagram favors new pages. It's kind of in their algorithm that they want to see the underdog succeed. It used to be that the big guys got all the attention. Now, the reason why going viral works so well is because if you know the right strategies, Instagram wants you to succeed. For the first like 1 to 2 months, Instagram is like really trying to help you grow. So for those of you that have some type of emotional attachment to your account, maybe it's your personal account, and you just want to start growing it the right way, there's one thing you can do that might maybe be able to bring it back, okay? It's not always going to work, but if you stay consistent with it, it most likely will. It might be a week, it might be a month, it might be 6 months, okay? So the reason why it won't work is if you just stop being consistent with it. But as long as you stick the course and you can just, remain the test of time, then you'll probably be able to fix this error. And what you have to do is just stop doing the spam activity. So if you're in the spam category and you know it because you know what you've been doing on Instagram, you've been following and unfollowing tons of people, you've been going to hashtags and liking hundreds of pictures, you've been just giving engagement everywhere, spamming comments, auto DMing people, using an Instagram bot, any of that type of stuff, the first way to correct this is to stop. Cold turkey, stop. If you're following and unfollowing people, stop. If you're using an Instagram bot, stop. If you're scheduling posts on Instagram through a third-party app, stop that, okay? Instagram knows. Instagram is not stupid. Its algorithm is very, very smart. The reason why your engagement is so low is because Instagram knows this. Instead of putting like, what would you say, like a seeable ban or a visible ban, they're putting a shadow ban on you, which means they limit your impressions. Your audience won't see you. That's why these guys can have 100,000 followers and barely get 1,000 likes on a picture, which is, it's just pathetic. So first thing you need to do is to stop doing all those bad activities. So now the second step, after you stop following and unfollowing people, liking people, using a bot, all that stuff, the first thing we got to do is, if you've been following and unfollowing people, trim down your following to nothing. Okay, you're going to completely just trim it down, trim all the fat off of it. So if you're following 100 people, trim it off. If you're following 3,000 people, trim it off. That's the next step. Okay, so you get rid of your entire following. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to follow like the top 10 people within your niche. Okay, so if you're personal, I don't know, follow Tai Lopez, Gary Vaynerchuk, Grant Cardone, Eric Worre, people like that if you're personal branding and in the entrepreneur niche. If you're fitness, go follow people like Chris Jones, Christian Guzman, people like that. Now, if you're not personal and you're like an influencer, then follow the top 10 luxury accounts or travel accounts or food accounts or meme accounts or barber accounts within your niche. That's the next thing. You just want to only follow influencers. Instagram's going to see like, hey, these guys went from spam to now they're only engaging on influencer material. Okay, they're gonna recognize that. And so from there, after you've trimmed off that following, and now you're only following the top 10 influencers within your niche, Now you're just kind of riding it out. You're just going to keep posting really good content. You're just going to keep, doing what you're doing. Don't use a ton of hashtags. Don't spam 30 hashtags. Just only use hashtags that really apply to your picture, like 15 to 20. You really don't need to go over 20. The max hashtags you should ever use is 25. There's really no need to go over it. 25 hashtags. The extra exposure you're going to get is little to none. Okay, unless if you're going viral and ranking on top 9 of those hashtags, you're really not getting that much more exposure from them. So again, to answer that question of how do you get out of the spam category and into the influencer category when you've already been marked as spam, you have to stop doing the spam activity and just start doing the right thing. So start using DM groups, start posting really good content, start growing the organic ways, the viral ways that I teach in my course, which you guys can check out below, and all that stuff. You guys just really need to cold turkey stop and then just apply everything that you should be doing. And you got to stick to this. It might be a week until you start to see engagement go up. It might be a month, but the first thing you're going to start to see is you're going to see your existing audience start to engage more with your content, because Instagram is now lifting that shadow ban a little bit and pushing it out to more people, so your engagement is going to go up. This is from your existing audience. Don't get excited that you're getting new followers, okay? When your picture starts going up a couple hundred likes, but you get no followers, it's just because it's going to your existing audience, and people who follow you can't follow you again. So that's the first way you're gonna be able to tell your engagement is gonna go up. The second way you're gonna tell is if you're posting that viral content, if you're doing a good job, you're using DM groups and you know what you're doing, then you're going to start to see your post go viral. You might have 5K followers, but you hit 20K impressions on a post. Your picture went viral. That's not super viral. In my opinion, viral is like anything over 100,000 impressions or more, but that's just like super viral, right? If you have 20,000 followers and a post gets 30,000 impressions, then you went viral, or at least you reached a larger number of people. But I hope that answers your question, guys. I want to know what you think. How many of you think you're in the spam category? I also want to know how many videos do you want me to upload a week? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? How many videos do you guys kind of want to see a week from me? If you guys have any questions about Instagram, you already know, drop them in the comments. I'm going to start making more videos answering your guys' questions. So with that said, I hope you guys took some value from this video, and I hope you guys apply some of the stuff in this video if it applies to your situation. So keep crushing it, keep posting, keep going viral, and I'll see you guys on the next video.